I love artichokes. I hope you do too. Stick around and I'm going to show you how to make my family's favorite version of carciofi. Hi, I'm Mari Cristiani, the Aerialist Chef. Let's get started. I have a bowl of water and I've taken one lemon and I've cut it in half. I've squeezed the lemon juice over the top and I go ahead and put the lemon halves in there. And that way it'll keep your artichokes when you cut them from turning color just like an apple or a pear. All right, I'll slide that over and I'm gonna show you how I trim the artichokes. Now I love the stem, so I'm gonna show you how I keep that stem. Just gonna go ahead and cut the bottom off. A serrated knife is usually, I have a bread knife here and it works perfectly. And then I'm gonna cut the top part because this is not edible. You don't have to throw that away. If you're a vegetarian like me, you like to use as many different vegetables and different things. I would actually take this, trim, and make a stock with it and then use a food mill and puree it out. And I can use that for an artichoke hummus. There's a lot of things you can do with that as well as soup. So I'll set that aside. Basically, I want to make sure that I've got all the pointy thorns, the leaves from that. You want to get rid of that. And if you have any that are still tough, you can take scissors and go and cut them, okay? I want to make sure the base is cut enough because I want to remove some of these thick outer leaves that you're not going to be able to eat. But again, you can use them for stock, of course. It seems like a lot of waste, but the main thing you want is the artichoke heart. And the stem actually tastes like artichoke heart, so don't throw that away. You want to eat that too. So I just trim out these tough outer leaves, and you'll see inside it has what's called the choke. That's the only part, aside from these tough outer leaves, that's not edible. You're going to be able to eat all these young leaves inside, and the stem is going to be delicious. So I put that inside my water. I'll move these out of the way and let me show you how I trim that stem. So I cut the end of it off because I don't want that. And I just take a paring knife and I'm going to pare down the sides to expose that nice soft flesh inside. And I'll throw that in the acidulated water as well. You'll want white wine for this, for my recipe anyway. A lot of garlic, fresh parsley. So this recipe is gluten-free and dairy-free because we're going to use olive oil, garlic, parsley, and wine. And I'll throw in a little bit of a vegetarian bouillon, I actually like that, and that'll boost up the flavor. Okay, so let's get to the pan and I'll show you how I put it together. I've trimmed all the artichokes, they're ready to go. And I want to show you, I kind of use my fingers and I kind of press open the leaves so that it gives room to stuff all my garlic in there. And he'll go down in the middle. And then I'm going to pour my wine over the top. This is leftover white wine, but if you don't drink it, then don't cook with it. This is a very good drinking wine too. All right. Then I'm going to add my vegetable stock. If you are not vegetarian, you can add chicken stock. That's fine. All right, that should do it. And then I'm going to take my garlic, and I want a lot of garlic. Be generous with the garlic. And I'm going to push that garlic, once I get it on there, inside the leaves, because it's going to fall inside the garlic, inside the leaves a little bit, and as it cooks you'll see that it does that too. All right, maybe a little bit more garlic on him. I have my vegetable bouillon. I'm going to go ahead and throw a few spoonfuls of that around. And I won't salt this aside from this bouillon until after I taste it, once it starts cooking, because I don't want it too salty, and this is quite salty. All right, I have fresh cut parsley. I'm going to be very generous with that. And then I'm going to add my fresh ground pepper and get it over to the stove and start cooking. I will cover this pan and I'm going to bring it to a boil first, so I'll start it on high. All right, we're ready to go to the stove. All right, I'm on the stove. I'm over high heat. I'm going to drizzle some olive oil. And I'm going to cover it and bring it to a boil. And as soon as it comes to a boil, I'll turn it to low and let it simmer for 30 minutes. Now we're going to take the lid off. It's been cooking for about 15 minutes and we're going to just baste the artichokes with the juice and just pour over each one. Make sure that we're getting it all inside there. You can, oh, wish you could smell this. It's just fabulous. And then we'll cover it again and continue cooking it. And I'm going to show you how you can tell when your artichokes are completely done. Our artichokes are done cooking. Now how you can tell when they're done is you take a set of tongs or even your hands, just be careful, it's hot, and you pull on a leaf and it pulls away easily, then you know it's done. And you can see by the bottom of this leaf here, this is the part you want to eat. You're not going to eat the top part. You're going to dunk it in your sauce and then put it in your mouth, and with your teeth you'll pull off that part. See? Oh, that's so good. You have to have good bread because you don't want to waste this broth. I always dunk my bread in there and I eat the broth. Deliciosa. And here's the stem. You see how beautiful that is, and you can eat the whole thing. I hope this has given you the courage to try to make artichokes. You see how simple it is, how few ingredients, and most of the time it's just cooking. You just need to put it together. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time.